everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Wendy's Urban Homestead. I'm going to take you for a little walk of my garden. As you can see all these bushes here, this is the feverfew herb, which you grow if you have migraine headaches. It's very good for that. And I still have this compost bin there. I will fix it. I'll dump it out. And I still haven't done this one yet. It's just, what's today? June 2nd, I think? Yeah, look at this. Oh, this is comfrey. Look at that. This is how much it spreads, okay? There's comfrey here. There's one there. Another one by the fence. Another one down there. And yet, here's the 3 that I bought. And I had planted in the mirror. Isn't that beautiful? I really do like them. Look at the flowers. Isn't that pretty? This is my bin of fertilizer. And this is... I'm sure you all know about this, but this is just water with comfrey leaves inside, and you just stir it every now and then. It smells really bad, but whew, it really smells bad, but it's really good for all your veggies. And these are my peas. See all these? These are sugar snap peas. I have to put up some kind of a netting there. I haven't done that yet. Look at that, eh? And down there is my goji berry tree, or my bush. And all this here is the soapwort. And look how it's spreading. See that? And you know what? I'm going to let it spread. I'm just going to let it grow, let it spread out, because I'm turning my backyard into a food forest and clearly a medicinal forest. This is all lemon balm. See that? It really is beautiful. Lemon balm is like a mint. It's from the same family as the mint. So, you know what? I just let it grow. Because mint also keeps ticks away. Those bushes, those two little bushes there, those are my daylilies. And here I have also got sugar snap peas growing. See that? And these are my Egyptian walking onions, and they are starting to sprout seeds, which are little onions, little tiny onions. Look at that, eh? And then they get like, so this will come out and they'll have like a few seeds, like a bit, like little tiny onions, like about that big, about 3, maybe 5, sometimes there's 5 of them, like a cluster, and it tips over and it touches the soil, and then they take root, and that's why it's called walking onions. Look at my wormwood. These are my fig trees. See, they're doing pretty good out here. That's all this kale that I never plant. I think this is the Russian kale. But I really do like it. I snip it right down and I put it in my smoothies. And that there is a bin with my kitchen scraps in there. And I put holes in the lid, for those of you who don't know, because when it rains, it just, you know, puts water in there. Look at my irises. Aren't these beautiful? I love irises. Gorgeous. It's my elderberry. This is the one that I bought this year. It's growing very well. And this is the one that I bought last year, and it was the same size as this. And this is how fast they grow. It's pretty good. This garden bed, I haven't done anything just yet. The weather's been very strange here. Oh, I trimmed my maple tree out front, And these are the branches that came off. And not sure what to do. I think they look really beautiful. My sister loves them too. So I'm thinking about making some sort of a trellis out of them. Okay, and these are my cherry tomatoes that I planted. I think you all know, those of you who have been watching, I planted the 3 of them, a month ago, and I had this plastic tent, like a clear plastic, 6 mil plastic, draped over. It was like a tent to keep them nice and warm. And they went into shock. And so I trimmed off the flowers and the fruit that they were sprouting, that they had already developed when they were in the kitchen. And see that? They're doing very well. See? This is another branch. So I think it was last weekend I planted the last 2 that I had in the kitchen. And it's doing fine. It's okay. It will do well. So right along here I have 5 1 million, it's called the 1 million cherry tomatoes, or sweet 1 million, sorry. So yeah, it's going to be fine. That's my salvia plant. It's another bin of my kitchen scraps. Okay, this here, I put all the veggies in there. And I kept this plastic over it because our weather has been very strange. It's been like 30 degrees during the day, and it's just dropped down to 14. This is all Celsius. Just lately, so I had to take the plastic off, put the plastic on. These are my, jalapeno peppers that I had planted. And these are those beautiful, what are they called? Nicotina flowers. They're gorgeous, aren't they? I do love them. And this is my rosemary. And these are the 3, well, there's now 6 of them. I had put 2 seeds in each tiny little pot there. These are my cucumbers. And it's still a bit chilly to plant them in the garden bed just yet. So that's why I keep them here. Okay, this here is, I have a feeling this is either cucumbers or squash, but they came out of this bin from the bottom. I had pulled so many out, and because I didn't want them growing here. I mean, this here is my celery that I bought from the grocery store when in December, and I spread it, it rooted, and then I planted it not too long ago, about a month ago, and it's doing really well. But these guys, I mean, if these are squash, I know we're going to get a lot of squash bugs. So all along here, I planted seeds. Oh, what was that flower called? Is it nasturtium? Anyhow, they do keep the squash bugs away. Hopefully. Look at my potatoes. My 2, grow bags. These are red potatoes. My words are going crazy. I'm getting old. I still haven't planted my stevia yet. But I will. And these are all, I mean, my God, these are all the peppers that when I cut open a pepper and I just scraped the seeds off and I threw them in these 3 little, pots. And look at them. Really growing. See that down there? I have that's another one of those, that's a bell pepper. And there's another, the vine. Which one is that? Canary vine, I think it is. Flower vine. And there's another bin of my kitchen scraps. This also has kitchen scraps. That also has kitchen scraps. Everything's doing very well. This is that wallflower that I bought just recently. It's a perennial. And these, look at this. This is my sage. This is garden sage. And has beautiful flowers. I don't know if you can see them very well, but okay, can you see that? Really pretty. Yeah. And oh, look at that. That's mother's wort. I have already trimmed it and I hung it up in the kitchen. I've already started harvesting a lot of the herbs that I'm growing. See that? Wow. That's mother's wort there. Echinacea. This is more sage. Look at this. St. John's wort. I'm going to start harvesting these. I don't want them to go to flower. And that's what I want to do with this mother's wort as well. Harvest a lot because I don't want to harvest them again when they're flowering, because the flowers have these little, it's like thorns, like thistles, all around the flowers and all along the vine. Sorry, not the vine, on the stem. And it's like needles. It's really hard to pick. This is another comfrey. This one has the purple flowers. I don't know if you can see this. It's really pretty. Bees absolutely love them. See that? Mother's wort grows like crazy. Spreads everywhere. A lot of the herbs spread. Okay, I finally found out exactly what it was I planted. And guess what that is? Oh, my broccolini. Because I planted all of these and I forgot to put the labels there. And I started these all from seed. And I had collards. So I'm pretty sure this is the collard now, because I don't see any broccolini there. So that's a collard. This is broccolini. So broccolini has all these little stems of broccoli. See that? And I prefer those. I prefer this, you know, instead of the head, the big head of broccoli. I like this because it constantly grows. And down there, I think that was the that was a kale that I planted. I'm pretty sure it was kale. No, it could have been broccolini. But anyhow, I planted this and it died. And I told you guys in the last video that it was still green, so I wasn't sure it was going to come back. And look at that, it's coming back. But anyhow, I wasn't sure it was going to come back, so I planted peas all around here. This is the red kale. This is more broccolini. These are in that grow pot that I was talking about last time. These are the grow pots. They seem to be doing very well now. It took a while for them to, you know, to settle in these grow pots. The grow pots, for some reason, weren't doing very well. But because they don't water, the water, when you water them, the water comes out halfway down, like about down to here, and then it drips out. It doesn't go right to the bottom. So when I put them on the rock here, or on a lid with no holes in it, then it keeps them moist, and it's okay. And there's more kale. This is that red kale. And this is that little bin of kitchen scraps. This is that other bin that I started a few years ago. And this is green onions. And they're going to seed. You can see, come on, zoom in. There it goes. So this is all going into seed, it's just starting. So I'm now going to collect them. I'm going to collect the seeds. And, you yeah, I'm going to collect a lot of seeds again this year, and that's going to be Christmas gifts again. There's another flower there. It's doing really well. And this is the mint that I planted in here last year, and this is called the candy mint, and it really is sweet. So delicious. I'm so happy it's growing. But just in case it wasn't, I just sprinkled more seeds in there for mint. It's my blackberry bush that I had trimmed, and it's doing very well. This is the first time I've ever trimmed a blackberry bush. I'm not very, I didn't really quite know what to do about trimming the fruit bushes like blackberries and raspberries. But I did find out, did a bit of research and found out when the stems are red, then they are the growable ones and they will fruit. And when the stems are brownish color, you got to trim those right back. And you keep the red ones. And look at that. I don't know if you can see this. See that? Come on, focus. Focus, please. Oh, this camera. But anyhow, it's got all these berries coming in now. These are flowers that are about to start, I guess. There you go. See that? And once they bloom, then they turn into berries. And I also found out, so this is a thornless berry that I bought, blackberry. So what I found out is blackberries, because last year when they were fruiting, I was picking them and eating them thinking they were, ripe. They were super, super sour. And I was really, really, I wasn't very happy. So what I found out is you have to leave them and let them really, really ripe. So when you touch them, the fruit on the fruit berries have to be soft, a little bit soft, and they pull off very easily, and then you know they're quite ripe. And then if you eat one, you'll find it's sweet. So that's what I'll do. And it's spread again here. It's growing very well. Oh, and this is a water fountain that I made. See, I've learned this from Robbie and Gary, Garden Easy channel. I love, love, love that woman. So I made this. It's not that sunny right now. So, but the water doesn't sprout right up. I just put the hose up. I drilled holes through this, one at the bottom, one at the top, and I drilled a couple of holes in this plate. And I bought the solar panel fountain. So there's a solar panel, and it goes right into the bottom there. And all the hose, I put the hose at the bottom and shoved it up through the top, and I just left it like that. And I put holes all the way around inside the blue dish there, so the water drains right back into the bucket. It's doing well. This is something that has sprouted, and I'm not quite sure what it is. I'm not going to pull it out because it does look like the blueberries. And I do have blueberries right here. So these are my blueberry bushes. And, the leaves are very similar. So I was just wondering, because last year they did fruit, and I was wondering maybe a fruit fell or a bird ate the fruit and then pooped like they usually do, which is amazing because I don't know what that does. I can't explain it. It does something to the seed. Once it drops, it sprouts. And so here's the thing. I'm not sure if this is a blueberry, but I'm going to let it grow. But right here is another blackberry. See? And these all did flower, and now they're fruiting. See, here's the flower. I don't know if you can see the flowers. See that? These are the blueberry flowers, and as you can see there, they're now starting to fruit. Okay. Whoops. Come on. There you go. Blueberries. And I got a whole bunch here too. Wonderful. Wonderful. And of course, mother's wort. God. These are the weeds. Okay. These are weeds, okay? But I bought the seeds for these because this attracts butterflies, monarch butterflies. See that? I only planted one. I think it was 2 years ago, and then last year I had about 2 of them, and now look at this. I've got quite a few. And there's my second goji berry plant there. And this, I'm not sure what this is. It could be dill. I have a feeling it's not. It kind of looks like the flower. What is it? Cosmo flowers? It looks a little bit like that, the leaves. So we'll see what happens. And this is the black currant bush that I planted. It's actually doing well. And that's the perennial flower. Gaillardia, is it called? But anyhow, that's doing really well. Over there are more raspberries. These are my daylilies. Stella Dora daylilies. I find they're the best because they literally bloom all summer long. And here is my pear tree. Okay, this is a dwarf pear tree. So we'll see. I've had it 2 years now. So, but anyhow, it is surviving. It is doing very well. I'm really happy. I make sure I water it quite a bit there. I can't put it in the ground because a lot of stuff around this area will not grow. Because this is the problem that we have here. This is why I have a lot of raised garden beds. Because our house was the last house built on this street. I think you all know about this. You must have heard it a million times. But, and of course when that happens, when you buy the last house on the street, the last house that was built, you know for sure that your backyard and your front yard will be loaded with construction workers' garbage. Even cans of paint. Okay? Yep. Anyhow. And this was the Hugo culture that I built a few years ago. I didn't like it, but yet look at this. Everything's doing so well. And these are my strawberries that came from this pot. The strawberry that was in that pot's finally died, and now it's loaded up with other things I'm going to have to pull out. And I mean, look at that. That's got to go, man. Holy cow. And this looks like another maple tree. But, okay, see this? These are my strawberries. And look at that, eh? Hold on. There we go. Can you see the fruit? They'll turn red. And these are large strawberries. And this is the one, these are, there's about 9 of them, strawberry plants that I got for free from the major strawberry plant that was in that pot. Yeah, and these are my other strawberries. See? They were flowered, now they're fruiting. It's gonna be good, yay! Look at that. Oh, I had to show you this. I love this guy. I found him at the dollar store. Isn't he cute? Oh, and right here, I also wanted to show you, these are also strawberries. And I wasn't sure where they came from. And I found out, I also did some research, if the flowers are white or pinkish, then they are real strawberries. And which came from a strawberry plant that I bought. I had it in the pot, and it was sitting right here. And I didn't realize, but it must have dropped some seeds or some fruit that turned into seeds and took root here. So if the flowers are white or like a pinkish, reddish, pinkish color, then yeah, these are real strawberries and they will be nice and sweet. And these flowers were white, and there was a couple that were pinkish. But if you find these growing in your backyard, and I found out if the flowers are yellow, then these are the wild strawberries, and they are not sweet. I heard they're a bit bland. So, look at that. More Egyptian walking onions. Okay, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. See you guys later. Jasper, what are you doing, baby? Is there something in there? Just leave it alone, sweetheart, okay? Oh, I think I told you guys in one of my videos that there was a family of skunks living in this corner here, and I love the skunks. They're fine. They won't spray you unless they are attacked. You have to scare them. So I hope he doesn't scare them. I hope it's not the skunks in here. Jasper, come on, let's go.